these young kids. Their future is in our hands. We need to become involved. We need to take interest in what goes on in the school. We drop our kids off. It doesn't stop there. It's not the school's responsibility to take over the entire education of our children. It's our job as parents. It's also our job as a community to help feed and nurture these young minds. My 7-year-old, she has a great imagination. It is amazing the things that she can remember and the amount of information that she soaks up and some of the stuff that she can spit back to you that she hasn't heard in months. These young children have a tremendous opportunity in front of them. We live at a point in time where we've got unprecedented technological innovation and scientific growth. These kids are going to see more things than we could ever imagine. It all starts here in Bushland. It all starts with us as a community. It starts with us as a board of trustees. It starts with us as administrators, as parents, as teachers, and on down the line. Second part of that question is, how does that affect Bushland? Try to address that in part A. I think the feedback is going to be very, very important and will be beneficial for Bushland. I think it will help us get better, set ourselves apart from the other districts in the area, to where we become not only competitive with districts that are our size, that have similar types of demographics throughout the state, but where we become competitive and excel those districts that might have advantages over us in terms of money, opportunities that they have in terms of brick and mortar and some of those kinds of things. So I think it gives us a tremendous opportunity to improve ourselves and get better. If you'll excuse me, part 3, what was that? Oh, how will I respond? I respond very favorably to that type of legislation that's going through, as I've just said. I think one thing that does concern me about some other aspects of legislation that goes on down there is funding. There seems to be a yo-yo effect in terms of funding that comes from the state. Of course, that depends on how much, the state budget, how much money is available. And that is a problem that we're going to have to deal with going, forward through the years. We deal in surplus, we deal in deficit. And so, that's something that we have to address, but I do think that is something that Bushland can overcome. We have a bond on the ballot this year to help overcome some of those inconsistencies in the amount of money that we might have available to make improvements, not only to the physical components of our school, but also the technological components that have been talked about earlier. So, I think those two pieces of legislation down there are not going to have tremendous effects on Bushland. And I tend to support both of those, the first one, where we create accountability from the top down as well as the bottom up. And then concerning the fiscal policies in terms of how much money we have available to the district, those are things that we have to deal with. We're not alone in those endeavors, but I think as a creative community, as Alan spoke about, we can overcome that and build a stronger, better school district. Thank you.